Howdy, howdy, howdy. This is attempt 2 at recording some Magic Arena. I am PunkAmongHicks. You can call me John. And yeah, I wanted to start it off at the beginning of the new season on Arena, but unfortunately, my first attempt at recording didn't work out due to audio issues. So we're going to go from here. I have a deck that I've been playing for a while. It's come through a couple iterations. Kind of a funny name oftentimes because it gets ridiculous and can make people not be so happy. So this deck is all about casting instants and sorceries. I like to abuse my Murmuring Mystic a lot. Quasi-Duplicate is one of my favorite cards. And we just make a lot of birds, lots of birds illusions, and we like to recur stuff from the graveyard. So the goal is to get a lot of birds and recur an Endraiser to overrun our opponents, or kill them all to drain our opponents. And we use cards like Bond of Revival and Rise from the Grave to recur the Endraise, Forerunners, Palaka Worm to hold on just a little bit longer, and it doubles as a second win con. And Dream Eater is just value. It is probably one of the better cards out of that set, in my opinion. And yeah, Find in Finality is really good utility. I almost never cast it for the Find casting cost and ability. It's almost always Finality, and it's, in my opinion, one of the better board wipes in the standard format right now. I'm not much of a standard player. In paper, I pretty much exclusively play EDH. I have a lot of EDH decks, and eventually that might end up on the channel, but we're going to start off on Arena because it's wicked fun, and it makes standard really approachable. So, now, without further ado, let's play a game of Ranked. I'm starting off, I believe, Silver 1, or no, Silver 4, and I usually can make it to Gold 2 or Gold 3, something like that. I haven't yet to make it to Mythic, but there's always something to shoot for. This is an awful hand. Hopefully our opponent doesn't make us wait forever to mulligan. Here we go. Sweet. This is much better. We don't have much to cast, but as long as we can get something out, we can use the Quasi-Duplicate to pitch the Raisin Forerunners for later. What's the scry? We don't need a land. Let's get rid of it. Alright. This deck does not do very well against aggro, so if it's burn, which it's not, then we should be okay. No counter spells, so we can also get pretty hard locked on the control decks, but I have eked through a couple times. Looks like we're playing Esper. This is interesting. I don't think I've seen this deck before. I'm gonna toss the Watery Grave. If you hear any slurping, excuse me, I'm drinking a little. We're gonna tap land again. Probably gonna get hit a couple times, I imagine. What is this dude playing? 4-color? I am not very tuned to the meta, so if this is actually a common deck type, no idea. I like to think my deck's pretty original, but, you know, like I said, I'm not very attuned to what everyone else is playing. No plays. This is going to be a little rough. We're going to hit a couple times. As long as we can find a way to pitch that Palaka Worm, though, we're alright. Whew. Yeah, 4 colors. Eek, a Bantu. That's a little scary. That's even scarier. This doesn't look like a very good game. Great start to a first recording. We'll pop him a nice. I don't usually use the chat, but come on. He's doing pretty good. Gonna have to do that. We'll do it on his turn, though. And we'll pitch the Palaka Worm. So if we get a land, we can get that Palaka Worm back and stay in the game. I'm pretty sure as long as we kill the Bantu, we survive this turn. Hey, if I end up pulling this out of my butt, this will be a pretty good first recording session. Uh-oh. I think that's lethal. There's no way for me to get around that. Yep. That's lethal. Well, that sucks. I'll give him a little good game, and he doesn't have to finish. That's allowed. I know some people feel bad for scooping, but I mean, if you know you're gonna lose, you might as well just give him the win sooner. Let's try it again. Still haven't ducked out a silver yet, so that's good. Not a good hand. We're gonna mulligan. That's a better hand, believe it or not. Radical Idea is one of the better cards in this deck. And we can leave the Tip Archer there, to be honest. Tap that Overgrown Tomb. Tap it. We'll give him a nice hello. And we'll play an island. Pass that turn. Hey! Someone actually willing to talk back. I really wish they would institute a normal chat in this game, but at the same time, I kinda get it. Once you institute chat, you get a lot of toxicity in the game. Wouldn't be too fun. Sweet, we got a land. Doesn't help us out too far, but we still got another turn, and we got plenty of radical ideas. And if I'm glad I didn't play anything then. I didn't have anything to play, because that would have been pretty rough late game. Alright, on the pass turn, we're going to cast the other Radical Idea. Hey, we got our fourth land. That means a Mystic. The best thing about these Mystics is not only the making tokens, but the fact that it can block most things. Ah, that would be the kryptonite. I had Chupacabra and Hostage Taker more prevalent in these decks, but I was trying to make it so I wouldn't have to cut as many cards when they rotate. So we're just going to play another Murmuring Mystic. We got the Bond, so worst comes to worst, we can recur the old one. Oh, wow. 2 Chupacabras in hand. What a rough time. Alright, we're going to play the Archer. It's Death Touch. If he kills it, he kills it, but it will let us block some. Now the Chupacabra, does he have it? Can he do it? Nope. Well, that's good. Let us keep something. Alright, I think the correct block is right here. Still no lands, that's kind of unfortunate, but we do have the Forerunners to pitch. So we'll go ahead and do that, hopefully get a land. No land, but we can search soon. Alright, we're going to let that pass. This isn't the best game, telling you that much. I do think we can hold on. Ouch. That isn't fun. Do the radical idea and pitch one of the Dream Eaters. And we're gonna block. Taking 6 either way. Play that tap, we can't afford it. And I don't have the double black. That is really unfortunate. It looks like another good game. You got us. Not the best show off of my skills. Maybe if I can over record the audio from those last games, I'll upload those. But we're gonna keep going until we at least win one. Come on. This is a very good hand. We have our card draw, our enabler, and some protection. This is very good. Well, let me keep. Toss the tomb. Ah, Sapper Ring deck. That'll be fun. We are gonna let that enter tapped. Seems like the most advantage use of it right now. Advantageous words. Alright, the cemetery. And nothing is really worth removing, so it looks like we're taking 5 next turn. That Brontodon isn't going to be too much of an issue for us. We don't really run our artifacts or enchantments. Play that. And now we have our dude who can block for days ready. It'll be nice. Just send him a nice little hello. Now, I thought this was the Sapper Ring deck, but it's starting to look more like just Selesnya good stuff. We're gonna play the island. And we'll let it pass. I have a lot of instants that we can use on his turn if anything gets too scary. That might be something that we end up removing. That'll be a little dangerous. This might be Selesnya life gain using the Shiny Pride Mate and Sapper Rings to enable it. Oh gosh, this will be fun. Alright, so we're gonna go to blocks, choose the blocker. And then we're going to use this radical idea, using blue and a colorless, pitch that Palaka Worm for later. We're going to need it. Then we're going to be extra mean, and we're going to Assassin's Trophy that. Welcome. And we got our quasi-duplicate. We're right on a roll here. Yep. Well, guess what? I'm gonna get another one. Hope you wasted that plummet for nothing. Don't know why you'd run Plummet in ranked, personally. There's better removal in white. Also, plummeting the token in that circumstance seems very odd to me. We don't have a very good setup here. Kills 2. We get to 3. Will not kill the Brontodon, so that's not worth it. We're gonna quasi-duplicate, because that's usually worth it. Wish I had an extra blue, but stuck with what I got. And we'll start pecking in since it doesn't seem he has flyers. Alright. Now we got the Bond of Revival. That is very useful. I don't think we really need it at the moment. We can do other stuff, like another quasi-duplicate. You know what? We're going to risk it. We're going to try to get an island or a blue mana off the top. Or even just a land. So we're going to use this. Because if we just get any land, we can use the Guild Mage's Forum to get our blue. Please be a land. Yes! We got our blue. So now we're going to quasi-duplicate. And this time we're pitching the Dream Eater. Because it's also still value from the graveyard. We're going to get as many burbs as we can. And then we're going to peck in for some more. This is one reason why it's called Make 'em Scoop. They get me down to usually pretty low life total, and I can turn the game around. Hey, I was right. It is a Sapphiring Pride Mate. Alright. What do we want to do? 6 mana. What do we have? We do not have an Endraiser in the graveyard yet. It might be worth waiting. We're going to use the Bond and get that Palaka Worm, because that'll let us do some damage and get a bunch of birds. Combat. Swing some more. He's probably going to end up blocking some of that Palaka Worm. Hopefully blocks with everything. Then we'd be set for the game. Hey, I don't know what was the point of doing that. This is a much better showcase of the deck. It was definitely kind of set behind by the other games. Now that we've got him low, I mean, let's play with him a little bit. I don't think there's any way for him to come out of this. So, I'm thinking we play the Archer. Play the Archer. And then we Radical Idea, don't attack, and next turn we Massacre Girl for the win. That would be pretty funny. So let's pitch the Mystic. Ah, he scooped. See? Hence the deck. Unfortunately, when we win, it kind of becomes playing with your food. Getting those dailies. Obviously, haven't done them in a while. We're going to play another one and see how this one goes. This is another pretty good deck, or pretty good hand, rather. We're definitely keeping. All we have to do is get to a Mystic, and we are set right up. Could be a quick one. Let's find out. Play the tune. Oh, we are so set up for this game. Just gotta find us a mystic. And some lands. We'll take it. Come on, mystic. And let's... there's nothing really I can play for 3 mana at the moment. Let's play the Watery Grave. Leave up the Radical idea. Just so they think we got something. We can pitch the Endrazers. The Endraze Forerunners. Looks pretty Eldrazi-y, to be honest. Oh, let's give the flyer flying. So this is blue-white flyers. Fun. Luckily, we're gonna make him waste that aura with a Death Sprout. And we're gonna get an island. Hey, we got our Mystic. That is a very good sign. Don't think we're gonna play it right off. We're gonna use the Dream Eater to some shenanigans. As we all know, he's gonna attack with those flyers. Oh, he's gonna give the flyer flying again. Seems to be a trend. We're gonna flash in our Dream Eater. We're gonna get Quasi-Duplicate and the Bond at the top. We already have most of our good lands. Don't really need other colors at the moment. We're gonna bounce back. That one. And we're gonna block. Killing some stuff. Alright. I feel like that was a decent surprise. And the other benefit, he has very little left in his hand. Don't really have... Oh, we have the Endrazer, but that's not really super useful at the moment. We'll play the Mystic. I think the Dream Eater will hold him at bay for now. Just block. Take it. Let it happen. Alright, and we're gonna double block the ground. There's no way he can beat it. And we'll take 3. Who cares? I'm gonna play the swamp. Pop that other Quasi-Duplicate out. Might as well. We will pitch the Massacre Girl. Doesn't look like she's going to be very useful. And pop in for 1. keep quasi-duplicating. We're almost there. Almost to critical mass. And we'll swing in for 3 more. Alright, one more quasi-duplicate. We're just about there. We'll discard the Palaka Worm. And we'll attack him for 6 since he can't block it. We definitely got this game in the bag. I'm getting that End Razor next. Hit me for 5, I dare you. Won't even block. Take it. Alright, our last turn. We're going to Bondor Revival that End Razor back for the win. And we brutalized him. That was a good game. Alright, if you liked my videos, try to subscribe and watch for next time. Don't know what's gonna happen next. We might play some more Arena. We might play something else. I've got a couple games I'd like to try recording. So, see you next time. And this was Punk Among Hicks. John here.